Hey guys, Liz here with Hopelessly Crafting, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a marvelous Monday. Today, we're gonna go through my 3 favorite ways to pre-planning. Is my way of keeping track of appointments or reminders, things that I would usually keep in my planner before I have decorated my planner. See, I decorate for the week, typically a week to a week and a half before the week begins. But what happens if there's, I don't know, an event that happens 3 weeks out? What do I do with it? So the first way I like to pre-plan is by using my phone. Some people just use their phones for their calendar, which is perfect. I like to use it for my calendar. I like to set reminders and things like that. However, I also find that pen and paper works really well for me, which is why I also use my Happy Planner. For instance, my weekly Zoom calls. I make sure that I add those to my Apple Calendar, but I also make sure that I invite everybody else that's going to be attending. So the second way that I pre-plan is I use Post-it notes. Now I use all different sizes. I've got these that I got, they've seen better days, but from Happy Planner. Then I've got these are just regular actual Post-its. I think they're all Post-it brand actually. These, and then I've got these mini ones, and then these super mini flag ones. So I'm going to show you using May. I don't think that I've started. Yeah, I'm going to show you using May exactly how I like to pre-plan using Post-its. Now I find that this method works better for me if I'm using it for the monthlies versus my weeklies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the the tab, and I'm going to take one of these big ones right here. And I don't know, sometimes I try to have it match the tab. Not that that's super important. But then I'll just kind of lay this one down here. Now this is really for anything super irregular. So this is where I'm gonna like jot down any ideas that I have for themes for May. This is where I'm gonna jot down if I'm taking any trips, any big celebrations, all kind of go on this Post-it. I don't really have anything for May yet because it hasn't even started April. But I will go ahead and put down all of these Sundays in May, and I'm gonna use my Papermate Inkjoy gel pen 0.5. And so we're gonna go with, well, first I'm gonna write down May. And then I'm gonna write down all the dates for Sundays. So 2, 9, 16, what is that, 23, and then 30. So then as I come up with themes for my weeks or my month, then I can kind of jot them down here. And then the rest of the space I'll just use for, again, any weekend trips, anything. If we decide to do something for Memorial Day, it'll all kind of be jotted down here first. So then on my actual monthly page, because I haven't decorated yet, I'm not ready to actually write down any plans. But I do have lots of anniversaries and birthdays that go along in May. And so I use my Post-its, typically these, to pre-plan. So let's start with anniversaries. I'm going to use these for anniversaries. Just now dawned on me that they might not want their information necessarily out there like that. So let me go ahead and just put a Post-it here, because there's an anniversary on the 4th. I'm actually gonna here for the 4th, and then I'm gonna put one for the 20th. One for the 21st. And then using these flaggies, I'm going to put birthdays. So my niece on the 6th, one of my best friends on the 7th, let's see, the 28th, or the 28th. I actually have two. Okay. Now, on these Post-its, I don't just put the person's name, you know, for whoever's birthday it is, but I will actually put the day. Just in case the Post-it falls off, I'll know. So let's just use my niece as an example. We're going to do 6, and then I'm going to put her name, the date, and then the name. And I'll do that for all of these. Now, the only other thing that I would track on my monthly that I typically do are like paydays, but paydays never really change for CJ. And it is actually a special date that I need to remember on the 3rd of May. So I'm going to put a sticky over here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little sticky note to remind me. And I'll go and I'll fill all of that in later. So that's kind of how I pre-plan for my monthlies. I like using the Post-it system. It works best. A blank weekly page. Instead of putting Post-its and stuff for appointments, what I like to do, and this usually is what I do kind of like the week before I will actually do a spread, is I have a kind of a planner guide. And so this has like the days of the week and what I like to plan every week and some to-do lists and stuff. And it's laminated so that I can use a wet erase marker on it for the week. And then it's reusable because we're going to take our paper trimmer. And it's just going to be a very slight cut. So we're going to go ahead and take this, line it up, just make sure that it's ever so slightly trimming off these hole punches for a clean edge. So we're gonna just start with notes and things and kind of see if this layout works for me. Now I've pulled some books already. I've got Kelva Planner Words, Volume 4. I have Colorful Boxes, of course, Appointments, and Productivity. So these books I think are going to be really great because that's what this whole spread is about, right? It's productivity. So what we're going to do is I want to start with the lettered planner words, and we're going to start with the days of the week. So now if you are not, mine has seen better days. So we're just going to take this sheet right out and go ahead and lay down the days of the week. I guess we could probably do it this way and do it kind of up. Seems a little strange, but I really do have more going on in my week on like later on in the week than I do at the beginning. So I think, and instead of doing it this way, I think this way looks better. Let's just do it. See what happens. Actually, that's kind of going to set it up for this side. So let me go ahead and we're going to start with work. Now, even though I have a I usually do one of these for work as well. I do like to just kind of put if there's going to be something crazy happening in my work. I'm going to put this big lay this down up top. And while all of these apply, I do conference calls every day, meetings all the time. The only thing that I really track in my catch-all planner for work is my schedule, like the hours that I work, even though they don't really change, and if I have any days off. So we're going to lay these down. And I'm going to put schedule right here. And then day off right here. I do like to put, every day I do a different word. It'll be like Marvelous Monday, Terrific Tuesday, blah, and so on and so forth. So I do like to do words of the day. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to this currently page and I'm going to take feeling. I feel like those words can be like, my words of the day could be like how I'm feeling, because I'm feeling like triumphant, or I'm feeling marvelous, or at least how I would like to project my week to be. So we're going to do, I'm just debating about whether I want to put currently up here or if I just want to leave it. Let's go ahead and put currently on here, and I'm actually going to put it over here so it gives it a little bit, so it's not so, I don't know. It's just got a little bit of a flair to it. Now, for how I'm feeling, my words of the day, I do have 7 of them. So we're going to grab this productivity and see if we can find a box that has like 7. That's 5. Like 7 bullets or 7 spaces. So we can kind of put that. And I'm not seeing anything. I mean, there are these. Let's do purple. Okay, and so I'm going to put this box down over here. And I'm going to put feeling right here. So I can put my words of the day. Then I'd like to put a box for what I'm reading. I feel like it should all be kind of the same color scheme. So even if I want to incorporate another color, like I'd love to do like this teal and that purple. So I just need a teal box. Or one of these. That. Okay. And so then this is going to be what I'm reading, because I do a book every week. Try to do a new book, but you know, sometimes I fall behind and I'm doing the same book every for like 2 weeks. It's fine. So we're going to put this down here. And we're going to label this reading. Then I do a meal plan every week. Let's see what's in these colorful boxes. Let's see. Like I like that teal. Oh, that's not really the same teal. I also like this because that matches that. Okay, we're just gonna go for this one. I know I was searching for teal and then I found this, but it, you know, sometimes we just change our minds, guys. Just roll with it. And I just want to, you know, put this down a little bit. I don't want this to be the same height as this one. So we're gonna do that. And for a meal plan, we're gonna do cooking. Ooh. Then I do obviously crafts every week because I film some of them for you guys. So Let's see if there's a, I know there's like a me time somewhere in here, or free time, sorry. I like this crafting time where there's craft. Look what I'm working on is kind of cool too. But I think we're going to start with crafting. So I do want to put a box down for that. It does not have to be a specific number of boxes. If I don't pre-plan what I'm crafting, you know, if I kind of come up with it on a whim, that's fine too. But if I do have some ideas that I want to make sure that I get to, or if it's something that's like on a time crunch because it's for someone's birthday or something, then I want to make sure that it's down on paper. So we'll put this right here. I'm really excited about this color scheme, guys. I think it's going to be super fun. Okay, so crafting time. Oh, I didn't leave a lot of room there. Should I just put it like to the side here? Make it like, let's see if I can. Goo Gone. Goo Gone is something that I need to invest in, but I have not yet. So I just kind of keep my fingers crossed as I do this. Eep. Okay. Okay, now let's take this crafting time label, sticker, something. And I am going to kind of angle it and put it up here like this. It's kind of fun. I'd also track the bills that I have due and what we're watching, because my husband and I watch a different movie, sometimes TV shows, but really it's mostly movies every night. And I like to kind of put that on here because it's fun. So let's start with bills that are due. I don't see one of these that's kind of like in this purpley color. I don't want to use another one of exactly that because it's too like matchy, even though that would be really matchy. It's only 6 spaces. I would need 7 for the movies. Thinking maybe, stick with me on this one. I use this for like the my bills that are due. Hello, right here. Right, that's the same color. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to put this down here. This kind of has to be. And then I'm going to take this today off like this. Pay bills. And then right here, we're going to do perfect. Now I still have some, so this will all be used for these bullets, but I still have some space right here. Let's see, I think this will work. That's not going to work with it. I think that it might be far enough away to where it's not an issue. Oh, it has gold. I hate the gold. Oh well, we're just going to have to go with it. It just is what it is. Okie dokie. So I've brought out my laminator. I've turned it on and got it ready because it takes some time. I cannot remember. This is just an Amazon laminator. I'll link it in the description box along with everything else used in this video. And then this laminate that I have, honestly, I don't remember if it's 3 mil or 5 mil. I'm going to set it as 3 mil, I mean, as 5 mil, but I'm pretty sure it's 5 mil. Anyway, so what you do is open up the, oh, let's push this back a little bit. You open up the laminate, and I'm going to put my my project in here, And I'm going to put it all the way down so that it's flush with the bottom of the laminate, but I'm leaving some room on the side, and I'm actually going to leave a little bit more room than that. And if you need to, you can take out a sheet from your planner to kind of see how much space you need to leave for the holes. So just kind of measuring how much space you need for the holes. You do not want the holes to be, when we punch it, we don't want for it to punch into the paper. We want to make sure that there's enough space to where it's going to be sealed all the way around the paper. So make sure that you're leaving some space to punch a hole. And if it's not supposed to be the same size as your regular sheets. This is supposed to be like a dashboard, so it's supposed to be a little bit bigger to kind of stand out. So then once it says ready, oh, did it just turn off on me? Okay, so once it says ready, we're just going to put it in, and it's going to be the closed side first. It'll kind of get out all of the air bubbles as it kind of goes through if you do the closed side first. At least that's been my experience. All right, y'all, we're back. And so I've got my Fiskars paper trimmer out, and we're ready to just kind of make this, because the laminating sheet that I had was 8.5 by 11. So it's just a little bit bigger than how I need this to be. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and put this in the paper trimmer. Now, the laminate only works if it's sealed on all sides. So I'm only going to trim it on this side by a little bit. I don't want it to be completely flush to the paper. Just want a little bit of a edge here. So I don't know if you can see, but there should be a little bit of an edge. And then the same thing at the top. And I treat these as dashboards, so it does not bother me that they're going to be a little bit bigger than, oh, this was a little bit, okay, it works, but this might not be as sturdy for long. Okay, so I'm going to set the paper trimmer aside, and I'm going to grab my Happy Planner punch. Now this is the classic size. I do have the big size as well. If you're going to get a punch, I recommend that you get the big size. So then you can punch sheets that are big size, classic, and mini all within the same. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this within the dimensions. And there we go. Now, as you can see, I think you can see, the holes that I just punched are not touching the paper. And again, that's so that there's still a great seal around here. And now I can use this in my planner. So let me pull my planner out. Okay. So this actually goes back in my work planner. This is my work dashboard that I used. It's got the days of the week. It has, because I'm always off on Saturdays and Sundays, days off, but Sundays blocked off for the weekend. I can put my schedule up here, any reminders, any meetings that I have. And then the back is really my favorite part of this one, actually. Because I put a whole bunch of boxes in here, but there's a task list, personal development, things to do today, my goals, my deadlines. And I just think that it's work hard and be nice. So I just really think that this one's really cute. I like using this a lot. But this one is for kind of my personal stuff in my cat. So this week I've already, I can actually start writing in because I have already decorated it. If you haven't seen this video, go ahead and check it out. This is from last Thursday. This launched on Thursday, April 1st. Anyway, so the week of the 12th through the 18th, I obviously have not decorated yet. So if there's something that comes up this week, I'm not going to have a place to write in yet because I haven't decorated. So I have this. It's also kind of a nice little placeholder. Just kind of slides right in here. And I can then plan. So if somebody calls me up and says, hey, let's go do something, it's COVID, so I would probably say no. But let's just say that they called me and said, I'd like to see you on Wednesday the 14th. Let's go ahead and mark that date down on our calendar because the 14th hasn't been decorated yet. I'm just gonna come here and write it down right here. So for instance, and that same goes for the back here. If I decide that I want to write down the movies that we're going to be watching that week right here. If I have an appointment that's going to be that week, I put it right here, and so on and so forth. It is a little bent right now, but as it kind of lays in my planner, that will all go away. But what I will show you is the Expo Wet Erase Marker. This is the fine point, and I'll just kind of show you how it works a little bit. And Saturdays, I always have a Zoom call with my family at 11 a.m. So we'll just go ahead and put 11 o'clock Zoom. And that week is going to be with my mom's side of the family. So that's what I call it. It's my abbreviation for it. So that'll be obviously something that I will be able to schedule around. Now I've already written it down on my laminated page. It just takes a second or two for it to go ahead and dry, and then you can wipe it off with a wet towel, but it won't just wipe off with your fingers. So that's kind of nice. Versus the dry erase, once you put it down there, it's easily erasable. With me today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you like this video today, go ahead, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted every time I upload a new video. I do upload new videos every Monday and Thursday on YouTube, and I post every day on my Instagram and Facebook. Those links will be also in the description box. I've linked every product that I've used in this video in the description box as well. They're not affiliate links. I simply link them so that if you like any of the products used, you can go ahead and find them easily. Your feedback is super important to me, so please tell me what you liked about this video. Go ahead and tell me what you'd like to see next. Let me know how you pre-plan. Maybe there's an idea out there that I haven't thought of. As always, folks, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Have a marvelous Monday. Toodles.